Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Hypersonic 55, and again I'm here with another film review, and today I'm giving you my review of the film Battleship. Now, Battleship, I mean, it's a film based off of the board game. I mean, how can you make a film like that with such little to work with? I mean, the Battleship game was literally just a board game where it was just a grid with a wall in between you and the other player, and you just had to guess where your opponent was and then just say, was it a number and a letter, and then just try to take them out. And if they did get taken out, you just get to hear that funny little thing that people would say when their ships got taken out. You sunk my battleship. Funny. I like that very much. But then when I found out that this film was actually based on the video game, I was like, what? Really? That's insane, yo. But anyway, yeah. I remember when the first teaser trailer for this came out, and I was like, ooh, this film could look interesting. You know, it was just some naval people chilling out at sea, and there was some massive robot thing just out at sea. It was like, what? Okay, I want to know what's going on with this film. And then the full trailer came out, and I was like, oh god, this looks like ass. Literally, I was looking at it and I was like, okay, this is Transformers at sea, basically. And I'd had my fill of Transformers. After Transformers 1, that's where it all ended for me. Transformers 2 broke my heart. Besides the visuals, it was pants. Transformers 3, who even remembers that film? So yeah, with this all coming out, I was like, oh man, this film is going to be pants. So then I went about and saw it today, and you know what? It wasn't bad, but that's not really saying much. If anything, it's just an okay movie. If you like these sort of sci-fi adventure / disaster movies, then yeah, it should be for you. From a visual standpoint, it's not bad, but otherwise it's just, okay movie. Just an okay movie. So in terms of plot, there is a plot in this film, but it's only there just to help justify all the spectacle that goes on. Basically, as far as I can remember, the humans at one point happen to find a way of trying to contact another planet that happened to have a similar atmosphere and likeliness to ours in terms of the water and landscape. So then they happen to create this satellite capable of communicating with those guys. So sometime down the line, the alien people happen to respond back, and then they invade. And then chaos ensues when some Navy people are out at sea, happen to come across these things, and then battle breaks out, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that plot synopsis was pretty pants, but to be honest, yeah, I mean, that's literally the story overall. The story is just okay. You're not really going to remember it all that much. It's literally the same sort of stuff that you see in every disaster movie. I mean, the plot is there if you want to pay attention to it, but for me, I've seen this kind of plot in some way, shape or form in many other disaster films before it, and yeah, it's just okay. In terms of performances, literally, you have John Carter. He's alright, but, he's just a bit, And then you happen to have Rihanna, who's a crewmate and a weapons specialist. She happens to come across as one of those sort of cocky, badass chick kind of peoples, and she's alright, but, she's just there. And then you happen to have Liam Neeson as Liam Neeson, and everybody else happens to do well as well, but, again, in this kind of movie, the performances aren't going to be something amazing that you'll remember for the rest of your life, basically. One thing that does stand out about Battleship is the ridiculous quality of the visuals. The visual quality of this movie is great. The CGI is crisp, sharp, and incredible on such ridiculous scales. And you can see the sort of Transformers influence, especially with the type of detail that goes into a lot of this machinery-based stuff. I kept on thinking I was looking at the Decepticons a lot of the time as well, with the use of colour and metal and stuff like that. All these metal ships and the alien stuff going on in this film literally looks like the sort of offspring of the Decepticons, like the missing members of the Decepticons from Cybertron or something. But yeah, maybe that's just me. And yeah, there is a Transformers-esque vibe going on in this film. Obviously, Steve Jablonsky came back to go about and do the score, but it's also in the way in which the film is shot as well. There's a lot of massive establishing shots and wide shots and extreme long shots and stuff like that. It's like, what is going on? It's shot nearly in the same sort of way. Even though we know Michael Bay is behind this film, the production side of things definitely feels Transformers-esque. But anyway, overall, Battleship is an alright movie. It's a good action film if you want to go out and just watch something cool with your mates, but yeah, just don't expect much from it. It was alright, but, yeah, just alright. For me, I'll probably give it about a 6.5 out of 10, and that's me being nice. Anyway, this has been the Hypersonic 55. Hopefully you found this review informative somewhat, and look forward to the next review when it shows up. So until the next time, this is the Hypersonic 55 signing out. Yo.